So I didn't get to finish. I got bumped off from YouTube. I'm not sure why. So let's go back to what we were looking at, graphing f of x equals, let's see, it was 2 log base 3 of x minus 2. And we'll do just the parent function. So we'll do y equals log base 3 of x. If you prefer it in the form x equals 3 to the y, that's fine. But let's do a little table. And on our table, we have 3, we have 1/3, and we have 1. So let's say using this. So 3 to the what power equals 3, that'll be the first power. 3 to the what power equals 1/3, that'll be your -1. And 3 to the what power equals 1 is 0. All right, so there's our first chart. Now we're going to do a vertical stretch. So here's our x's and our y's, but our y's are going to be 2. I'm going to double those y's. So x's are 3, 1/3, and 1. Our y's become 2, -2, and 0. And then we can do our horizontal shift. So this is going to be a +2. And our y's, still the 2 y's. So now we've got 5, 2 1/3, and 3. That doesn't look like a third, does it? 2 1/3. 2, -2, 0. Okay, graphing this, graphing this guy here. Over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 2. Over 2 1/3, down 2. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, down 0. So it looks like so. All right. And then let's do one that has a fractional base. Let's graph one that has a fractional base. So I've got f of x equals 1/4 log base 1/2 of x plus 1, the quantity x plus 1, and then minus 5. So we're just going to work on y equals log base 1/2 of x, or if you prefer, x equals 1/2 to the y power. Here we go, x, y, and we'll use 1/2, and then 1/2 is 2, and then our last point we use, we plug in 1. Okay, so for x, 1/2, so 1/2 to the what power gives us 1/2, so that's 1. Next, 1/2 to the what power gives us 2, that's a -1. And then 1/2 to the what power gives us 1, that's a 0. Next, we have a vertical compression of 1/4, so let's leave our x the same way. So 1/2, 2, and 1. And now it's 1/2, should be 1/2, 1/4 here. 1/4 y. Okay, so 1 times 1/4 is 1/4. -1 times 1/4 is -1/4. 0 times 1/4 is 0. All right, now we've got our horizontal and vertical translations. So this will be an x minus 1 and a y minus 5. So x minus 1, 1/2 minus 1 is -1/2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And 1/4 minus 5, -4 and 3/4. -1/4 minus 5, -5 and 1/4. And 0 minus 5 is -5. And then we'll graph. Here we go. -1/2, so right there, and then -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then almost to 5. 1, -5 and 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little bit more. And then 0, -5. So it looks like that. Just kidding. Not doing a very good job. There we go. Sorry, guys. There we go. Well, I probably don't want to go through that value. I really need to use graph paper. Okay, there we go. Oh, my. All right, so that's graphing logarithms and also what is a logarithm, logarithmic form, and exponential form. And so there you go. See you at Zoom.